Hello friends, in this session we are going to discuss about factorization. So what is a factorization and how do you find the factors is the most important. So before taking the huge question, so let us take the very simple one. So with constant terms, S. So for example, so there's a 16 here, there's a 16 is a number. So how can you divide the 16? Which are the numbers are divided by 16? So there's a 16 here, the 16 we can also divide. The first starting number divides toward 1 and also let us take a 2. So 2 8s are, again 2 4s are and again 2 2s are, correct? So the factors are 2 is also the 6 is, so those are the factors, just we can follow this pattern. Otherwise 1 is divides the 16, 2 is divides the 16 and 3 is not, 4 is divides the 16, 5 is not, 6 is not, 7 is not and 8 is divides the what? 16 and next number 16 divides the what? 16. Hence 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are 5 factors are there of what? 16. So 16 ge ಎಷ್ಟು factors ಗಳಿದೆ? There are 1 is a factor, 2 is a factor, 4 is a factor, 8 is a factor and 16 is a factor, like that. And if you are taking the very huge number, the very huge number is 1000 and 2000. So many factors we are getting here, correct? If you are taking what algebraic expressions, algebraic expression, there is a 4x plus 8. So which are the factors we are getting here? That is equal to, let us take a 4 as a common. The 4 into, if you are taking 4 as a common, remaining is 1x plus 2. Hence 4 and x plus 2 are the factors of the equation. We can also take, there is a 4xy and minus, otherwise plus the yz. So there is a algebraic expression. How do you find the factors here? Anything common, you just observe the what? Common term. And that is equal to, here the y is a common, only the y is common. So y is a common is nothing but the remaining is 4x plus z. Hence y is the first factor and 4x plus z is another factor. So like that. Let me take one more example. What is the formula of a square minus b square? Yes, as you know, a square minus b square formula is a plus b into a minus b. Hence a plus b is the first factor, a minus b is the second factor. It's a very simple. A plus b is the first factor, a minus b is the second factor. Like that we can take a factors. We can take a common. If you take a common, that is also one of the factor. Simple. Okay. We'll move on to the polynomial terms. The polynomial terms is nothing but first we need to take a linear polynomial. Okay. Linear polynomial. That's a linear equation. In a linear equation, we have to know about the standard form ax plus b that is equal to 0. Ax plus b that is equal to 0. In this case, highest degree is 1. Highest degree is 1. Hence we are getting only one factor. How many factors we are getting here? Only one factors. Only one factor. That's it. In a quadratic equation, so quadratic equation, what is the standard form of quadratic equation? So in a linear equation, there is a ax plus b that is equal to 0. That is a what? Linear equation. In this one, ax square plus bx plus c that is equal to 0. It is a standard form of quadratic equation. So in this case, mainly we need to observe the a should be not equal to 0. If a is equal to 0, then it not should be the what? Quadratic equation. But what about ABC? ABC are the any constant, but a is not equal to 0. In this case also, a is not equal to where? 0. Then how many factors we are getting in the quadratic equation? Yes, there are 2 factors. So it's highest degree. You just observe the degree of a polynomial. The degree of a polynomial is 2. That means the degree is 2. Hence we are getting the 2 factors. How many factors we are getting? 2 factors. You observe the main conditions. The mainly is nothing but we need to observe the what? Degree. The degree is 2, then it's a 2 factor. What is the if highest degree is q? 3, that is a cubic equation. In a cubic equation, In a cubic equation, the highest degree is 3. Highest degree is what? 3. What is the standard form? There is a ax cube plus bx square plus cx and plus d, and that is equal to 0. So this is what? The standard form of cubic equation. Hence, the highest degree is here. Highest degree is what? Highest degree is 3. Hence, we are getting the 3 factors. 3 factors. 3 factors. So, similarly, if it is 4, highest degree is 4, we are getting the 4 factor. If it is highest degree is 10, we are getting the 10 factors. Usually, in a CET concept, only they are asking the factors. The factors is if highest degree 2 or 3 or 1. So, only this equation. If a highest degree is more than 3, it is known as biquadratic polynomials. Biquadratic polynomials. Let us discuss how to find in a what linear equation, quadratic equation, cubic equation factors. Yes. In a factorization, so let us take a first example. The first example, find the factor. So x plus 4 and that is equal to 0. How many factors we are getting here? The factors are only, that is the zeros of a polynomial, zeros of a equations. That means when the factors are only 1. Hence x is equal to. Hence the x is equal to what? X is equal to exactly it is a minus 4. You just take the 4 to the right side. So let us take a quadratic equation. So this is what a first factor. Only 1 factors. Hence we are getting the only 1 solutions. So there is a x square minus 5x plus 6 and that is equal to 0. We need to find the factor of this equation. So we have discussed about a linear polynomial, quadratic polynomial and cubic polynomial. In a linear polynomial, highest degree is 1, hence we are getting the only 1 factors. In a quadratic polynomial, highest degree is 2, hence we are getting the 2 factors. In a cubic polynomial, there are highest degree is 3, hence we are getting the 3 factors. So there is a quadratic equation, highest degree is 2, hence we are getting the 2 factors. How do you find the factors? Using the splitting the middle term method. So there is a ax square plus bx plus c that is equal to 0. In this case, the coefficient of x square we have to take. Coefficient of x square is a and last one is constant is c. Multiply these two numbers. Similarly, coefficient of x square is 1 into and last constant is 6. Take a 6. Okay. Here the sum of two numbers. When you split the 6, when you write the factors of 6, the sum of two numbers is middle number. When you are adding the two numbers, exactly we are getting the middle number. When you are product of two numbers, sum is nothing but addition. The sum is nothing but addition. Product is nothing but multiplication. The sum of two numbers is exactly we get in the middle term, and product of two numbers exactly we get in the 6. So which are the two numbers? So here, if you do the two numbers as a plus, exactly we need to get minus 5. So which are the two numbers? Write on the factors of 6 into 1. 6 into 1, there is a 1 factor. If you are taking a 6 sign, there is a minus 1, minus is there. So that minus we need to put to the greater number. So there is a minus 6 into 1. Minus 6 into 1, we are not getting the plus 6. Hence it is not possible. But we are getting the middle number. We are getting the sum, but we are not getting the product. So there is a one more number 3 into 2. 3 into 2, 6. But minus 5. So let us take minus 2 and minus 3. Minus 3 and minus 2, exactly we are getting the minus 5. Minus into minus is a 6. Yes, is it possible? Hence write on the minus 3 plus minus 2. Minus 3 minus 2 is a minus 5. The sum of two numbers is exactly we get in the middle number. And product is minus 3 into minus 2 exactly plus 6. So let me try this one. There is a x square as it is first term. So minus 5x we can also written as, so like this. There is a minus 3x plus again minus 2x. Okay, and write on the plus 6 as it is. There is a plus 6 and that is equal to 0. In the first two terms, anything common? X is a common and x minus 3. So if you are taking x as a common, remaining is x minus 3, and let me take the minus 2 as a common. Minus 2 as a common, remaining is x. Just we are taking a minus 2 as a common, x minus 3, and that is equal to 0. Correct? So again x minus 3 is a common. X minus 3. Remaining is x minus 3 x minus 3 and x minus 2. X minus 3 is common, x minus 2 are the two factors. Hence the x value that is equal to 0, x value, take a 3 to the right side, x value is a 3 and x value is a 2. It has very huge steps. So I'll explain how to crack that quadratic equation. Quadratic equation in a simple way. Within 3 seconds we can easily find the what? Solution. So before that, pause the video and note it down. We'll move on to the easy trick. Okay. So there is a x square minus 5x plus 6 and that is equal to 0. This is what a first question here. First question. The same similar question. So we have to know the coefficient of x square and constant. We need to multiply. The coefficient of x square is a 1 into 6. The constant is 6. So total is a 6. So we need to split. We need to split like the sum of two numbers. The sum of two numbers. Exactly we get in the minus 5. Product of two numbers is 6. So as you know, which are the numbers? There is a minus 3 and minus 2. So if it is minus 3 and minus 2, hence the factors are x minus 3 and x minus 2 are the factors. Finish. So like that we can easily solve the factors. Hence when you are writing the x value, if it is minus 3, x is equal to plus 3. Or if it is minus 2, x is equal to plus 2. Finish. There is a simple way. So let us take one more question, the second question. The second question, so there is a x square minus 2x plus 8 and that is equal to 0. So which are the two factors and which are the two solutions? So let me use the trick method. So as I told, the coefficient of x square, it's a 1 and 8. 8, we need to split. Yes, here it's a minus 3 and minus 2. In this case, we need to take a two numbers. We need to take what? Two numbers. Is nothing but 8. 8, two factors we have to write. 4 into 2. 4 into 2, exactly 8. If I subtract 4 and 2, we'll get minus 2. But there is a minus. That minus we need to take a greater number. Hence, the factors are x minus 4 and x plus 2 are the two factors. Very easy method. So usually in a previous year, that means in a 8th standard, 9th standard, you are following these steps. When you are doing the CET questions, we have to follow this one. So let us take one more question here. So one more question. Question number 3. The question number 3, there is a y square plus 16y and plus 60 and that is equal to 0. So just pause the video and solve yourself. Okay, so there is a y square plus 16y plus 60 that is equal to 0. Hence the answer is, first we need to multiply the what? The coefficient of y square and 60. So there is a 60, if you are taking a 60, the product of two numbers is 60. Which are the two products? The two products, if you are doing the sum, you have to get a 16. If you are doing the product is nothing but multiplication. So 10 into 6, 10 into 6 exactly 60. So 10 plus 6 exactly it is a 16. Hence which are the two factors? It's a very simple. The two factors are x plus 10. X plus 10 is a first factor and that is equal to 0 and x plus 6 is a second factor. Which are the two solutions? Two solutions are, we can also written as x is equal to, if it is plus 10, we are getting the minus 10. Two solutions. And x is equal to, if it is plus 6, write on the minus 6. Finish. So in this question, mainly we need to observe the coefficient of x square is 1. The coefficient of x square is 1. Coefficient of y square, either maybe the z square, whatever it is. So let us take, if a coefficient is 2, if a coefficient of x square is 2, then what is the answer we are getting? So let us take an question here, the fourth question. Solve, otherwise find the factors. Find the factors of what? There is a 2x square minus 5x and minus 12, that is equal to 0. Which are the two factors? In this case, the coefficient of x square is 1. In this case, coefficient of x square is what? 2. It's a similar way. Multiply the coefficient of x square, that is a 2 into, multiply the what? Constant. So 2 into minus 12, the answer is minus 24. So splitting the two terms, the product of two numbers is minus 24. Hence, which are the two numbers? If you are add or subtract, we have to get a minus 5. So what is that number? The number is here 3 8s are. 3 8s are exactly, it is a 24. But there is a minus 5, we have to put a minus to the greater number. Hence, which are the two factors? The two factors are same thing. So x plus 3, x plus 3 and x minus 8. Is that correct? No. Because the coefficient of x square is what? 2. Hence, we need to divide by 3 by 2 and 8 by 2. Hence, take a LCM. As you know, so here it's a 1. 2 into 1 is 2 is LCM, and then 2 is LCM, and that is equal to 0. And cross multiplication, x into 2, that is a 2x, 2x plus 3. Otherwise, we can also write it as like this. And into, so 2 1s are, 2 4s are. Hence, x minus 4. Hence, take a 2 to the right side. If you are multiplying the 2 with 0, exactly we are getting the what? 0. Hence, 2x plus 3. 2x plus 3 and x minus 4 are the what? Two factors. It's too easy. So, you just try these questions. The question is z square minus 10z and plus 21, and that is equal to 0. So, which are the two factors? Yes. Thank you.